Hi, I'm Matthew Law, and I completed a master's dissertation during my MSc in Geographic Data Science at the University of Liverpool as part of the CDRC's master's dissertation scheme in partnership with Idealista, which my head is covering here, who are a Spanish company whose main product is a property search website. So my dissertation focused on using urban morphology, so the physical form of the built environment, to partition a city, using the case study of Barcelona, into different areas which could then be used to represent housing submarkets. I was initially attracted to the scheme by the range of different projects available with a range of different partners. I think it was nice to know that I'd be working on a real world problem and not one that, as is sometimes the case when you're studying, you just kind of contrived for the sake of having something to write your dissertation about. The scheme can also give you access to unique data sets. So for example, in my dissertation, I was able to use some of Idealista's proprietary real estate data to analyse whether or not the spatial units that I produced accurately delineated housing submarkets. A challenge for me, and I suspect for most of the students who took part in this scheme this year, was communication. So completing the dissertation during a pandemic meant that sadly I wasn't able to go in person to Madrid to meet anyone at Idealista, and so all our communication had to be done over video calls and emails. And also working independently, because I had been used to working on small modules, whereas the dissertation is kind of, you're given 4 months and mostly left, not without support, but more to your own devices. I think taking part in the scheme gave me real insight into how data science, and in my case specifically geographic data science, was used in a commercial setting. So for example, I was able to access the code pipelines that we used within the company and see how everything was set up on that front. I think it was a really great way to combine kind of a form of work experience with something I had to do to complete my degree, the dissertation. So in conclusion, I would definitely recommend completing the master's dissertation scheme.